scarlet sky of the first sunrise. Grace was shining bright in the middle of God's thoughts. It was guiding His creation, it was blooming in the night. Beauty, it was forming through the love that never ends, designing the garment that His priest would wear. God in the precious fabrics placed a scarlet thread, reminding of the future of the grace that He had planned. Grace is God at work even before we are aware. All across the ages there runs a scarlet thread. Scarlet blood upon the doorposts, as the angel shadow fell safe by the grace of God, shown in the sacrifice of a lamb without blame, a foretaste of love's provision. In the tabernacle, the table where the bread of presence was displayed was covered by a scarlet cloth, all that sustains life, once again covered by a thread of grace. Even through His justice there runs a thread of grace that gives the truth of justice the heart that it deserves. When Rahab needed rescue, He provided a scarlet cord for her to bind to the window of her soul, displaying grace in its full wonder and its stunning might. All across the ages there runs a scarlet thread. Beaten, bruised, and broken, with bones twisted on His head, they stripped Him naked and clothed Him in a scarlet robe. In ridicule and shame, little did they realize He was wearing a thread of grace, vivid and enduring despite the hate they threw. He was just finishing what He started when He flung stars into space, setting them in motion so they would arrive to darken the very day, eclipsing the light with mercy as He breathed in His last breath. As He carried all my sin on His body on the tree, His scarlet blood was shed to set me free. Though my sins were red as scarlet, I am now as white as snow. The grace that was moving before creation now is moving within me. The scarlet sky of the Easter sunrise, He rose to give meaning to the color of the thread. Death at last defeated by the life of His grace. On a glorious day that is yet to come, Jesus will come riding on a white horse, dressed in a garment dipped in blood, the splendor of a scarlet robe. The full glory of His grace every eye shall see. The scarlet thread of grace will continue through all eternity. There will be no more scarlet sunsets, no longer any shadows, for He will be our light forevermore. All God's children praise the weaver of the scarlet grace.